In this video, I'm going to teach you how to remove inquiries from your Experian credit report in 24 hours. Let's begin. Alrighty, so the first step in us going ahead and getting our inquiries removed from our credit report within 24 hours is taking time to double check our credit report. The reason why we're doing this is because we want to ensure that any of the inquiries that we're getting ready to remove are not connected to any open accounts, right? Before you're doing any type of dispute process, guys, whether it's inquiries, charge-offs, collections, whatever it may be, it's very important that you review your report, because when it comes to negative accounts, this will give you more information that you could potentially use to have a better chance of getting those accounts removed. And when it comes to inquiries, you're pretty much just double checking to make sure you don't run the risk of disputing an inquiry that's connected to an open account. And as a result of you doing that, that could potentially now have that account closed and hurt your credit profile, right? So in other words, be careful, right? Making sure that we do our due diligence and review our credit report. Now, most people use Credit Karma. Some people use the Experian app. The best website that I can give you guys to go ahead and review your credit report is MyFreeScoreNow. I'll leave a link in the description for anyone that wants to go ahead and get access to their credit report. It'll only be a $1 free trial for 7 days, right? So once you get access to your report, you'll be able to see something like this. So the beautiful thing about MyFreeScoreNow is that you're able to see your report as a smart credit report like this or a regular credit report. To make the process of you double checking your inquiries more efficient, I would recommend using what they call here a smart credit report. Reason being is because if you use a smart credit report, it'll make it a lot easier for you to jump back and forth between whatever accounts you have open and whatever potential inquiries you have on your credit report, right? Whether you want to stay in here or if you want to print it out and go line item by line item and check. I'm not going to go in depth for what that would look like on this video, but just showing you guys a visual of what you can expect to see and how you can use this to now go ahead and double check these inquiries you're about to have removed. Now, once that step is complete and you've reviewed your credit report, and whether it's 2 inquiries or 20 inquiries, you've checked all of them to make sure none of them are connected to personal accounts. The next step now is to go ahead and get on the phone with Experian so we can have these inquiries removed. So if you Google the Experian number, if you ask around, you'll get several different numbers. I'm only going to give you guys information on things that I myself have done. So this is the number that I have used when it's come to getting inquiries removed, and I still use till this day in 2024 to go ahead and get inquiries removed. 714-830-7000. And I'm not just going to give you guys a number. I'm going to walk you through step by step how to navigate on this call so that you can get connected with the right representative, because you being on the phone with the right representative is going to be the difference in you getting the inquiries off versus them staying on, right? Because some of the representatives you get at Experian aren't going to be able to help you, and some of them can, but you know, if you're not saying the right things, you're not going to be able to get the results you're looking for. So you're going to call this number. Once you call this number, the first thing you're going to hear is that they're going to have an automated system at Experian that's going to ask you, are you a regular individual, or press 1. If not, are you a business of Experian? Press 2. You're going to press 2. From there, after they ask you that question on the automated system, you're going to get the first representative. So the first real person at Experian is going to be who you speak to, and they're going to ask how they can direct your call. Now, once you get connected to that first person, you're going to ask them to be transferred to the special services department, right? Make sure you say special services. Now, whoever that representative is, they're going to tell you that they're going to, or they're going to say, no problem, please hold. But I'm here to let you know right now, they aren't going to directly transfer you to special services. What they're going to do instead, and this is a big change that they've made, because when I first started doing this hack, a couple of years ago, they didn't have this. Now they do, I guess, to deter people from removing the inquiries. They are going to send you to another automated system that's going to ask you a bunch of questions to verify your identity and also verify why you're calling. So after that first rep brings you over to the next automated system, the first thing they're going to ask you for is your social security number and your zip code, which you will provide. Then they're going to ask you in a few words, why are you calling today? And they're going to give you the opportunity to say why it is that you're calling. Very important. Pay attention. When they ask you this question, you're going to say that the reason for your call is credit report dispute. Just say these 3 words. Once they ask, why are you calling today? Just say credit report dispute. From there, after you say that, the automated system is then going to ask you, is this a new dispute or are you checking on an existing dispute? Your response is then going to be new dispute, keeping it short and simple. Right? From there, after you provide this response, the next thing that's going to do is give you several options on the different things that you're looking to dispute. The first option they're going to give you is, are you looking to dispute accounts or personal information on your credit report that's incorrect? If so, press 1. The second you hear that, go ahead and press 1, because all the other ones, at least for the context of this video, if you're just simply looking to remove inquiries, do not pertain to you. Then from there, the system is going to ask you which section of your credit report are you disputing. So now it's going to want a little bit more specific what you're looking to do here. And then from there, it's going to give you several options on the numbers. You're going to select the one for inquiries, of course, and then then at that moment, you would be transferred to your second official representative over at Experian. So this is going to be the second real person that you speak with. Now pay attention. Whoever you got connected to this time around, after you went through all these questions with the automated system, whoever that second real person is that you're going to be speaking with, the first question you want to ask them before you say anything is, are you in the special services department? Because 99.99% of the time, the automated system is not going to send you directly to the special services department. They're going to send you to another representative who is in the same department as the first person you spoke to. So once you ask them that, if they say, yes, I am so-and-so from the special services department, you're in the right place. But they more than likely won't. And if they don't, then what you're going to ask for them to do is transfer you over to someone who is in the special services department, to which they will say the same thing the first rep said, hold on, please hold. We'll go ahead and get you over there, right? Some of them may give you pushback and ask you questions as to why you want to speak with special services, but just continue to insist and say, hey man, just transfer me over to special services. From there, that rep is then going to transfer you over to your now third real representative that you're speaking at to Experian, and they will let you know if they're in the special services department or not through the introduction. Usually people who are in the special services department always open and say, hey, this is so-and-so from the special services department over at Experian. If they don't say that, if this third person you get on the phone with doesn't say that, ask them again, hey, are you in the special services department? They usually will say yes. However, if they say no, now you know that you dodged the bullet. You can ask them to transfer you over again. Once you confirm that this person is in the special services department, now it is time to dispute and get those inquiries removed. While you're on the phone with this representative, if those inquiries that are on your report were not authorized by you, right? So let's say you have 5 of them and you didn't authorize for any of those 5 inquiries to be on there, you would simply let the agent know that you did not authorize for the inquiries to be there and you would now like to move forward with the removal process. At that point, that Experian agent is going to ask you if you've already sent in a dispute letter on behalf of those inquiries. Now, if you have already sent a dispute letter, you would say, yes, I have. And then from there, they would check their system to confirm if that dispute letter is indeed inside of the system. On the flip side, I have heard there are certain individuals that even when they don't actually send in dispute letters or file anything in regards to those inquiries, that they'll still say like, hey, no, I actually have disputed on behalf of these inquiries. Then the rep will go, they'll check. Obviously, they won't see anything. They'll come back and let the person know like, hey, we don't see anything in our system. But then the person who's on the phone with them will just insist like, no, I've sent something and I have disputed on behalf of the inquiries. And then at that point, the Experian agent will kind of just be like, well, I guess this person actually did do it, even though I don't see it, and then move forward with the removal process from there. Pick your poison, right? If once again, if you actually did do it, you know that you can vouch and that they'll be able to check and see. And if you didn't do it, it's up to you now to determine, okay, cool. Do I want to say that I did, even though I didn't, or do I want to try and take a different approach? But just telling you some of the different ways that other individuals do it. So then from there, they're going to ask you which inquiries you want to have removed, and you would tell them inquiry after inquiry which ones you want, and they won't directly tell you that the inquiries are going to be removed. They're going to say something vague like, all right, we're going to go into the dispute process and we'll have an update for you in 24 to 72 hours. But in my experience of doing this hack and seeing other people do it, you could pretty much take it to the bank that the inquiries are going to come off. At the end of the process of them removing the inquiries, they're also going to ask you if you want to put a fraud alert on your report. Whether you do or don't is entirely up to you. But then from there, 24 to 72 hours, poof, the inquiries will be gone and your credit report will be free from said inquiries. But that's all for this video. And listen, if you don't want to have to leverage hacks like this to clean your credit report, to remove pesky items like late payments, collections, charge-offs, inquiries, and so much more, head over to my company's website at takeoffinancial.com and schedule a free consultation to speak with me and my team about helping get your credit score to the next level. But that's all for this video. Like and subscribe for more. Peace.